If you hate Jesus, then just keep scrolling. But if you love Jesus, then stick around and watch until the end. God is saying to you today, don't worry when you don't get what you have prayed for. Let me tell you one thing. Just because you think you need a thing does not mean that is the exact thing that you need. Have faith in me. I know what you exactly needed. In the right time, I will give it to you. Like this video, if you believe in God. God is saying to you today, don't worry by thinking about what is happening around in the world. Because I have already told you through my word why all those things will happen. So, pray and get yourself prepared. Otherwise, one day it will be too late. God is saying to you today, a delay is not a denial. Some delays may happen for certain reasons. You know about what happened in the life of Daniel. When Daniel prayed, the answer was given immediately, but because of the demonic force it took time for him to get. But he continuously prayed, and because of his prayer, the obstruction of the demonic force was able to break, and he got his answer to his prayer. You know about what happened in the life of Lazarus. I can heal him, but I delayed it because I wanted to do the impossible into a greatest miracle. They believed in me and they expected me to heal him, but I wanted to give them something more than they expected. In your life, you may be dealing with some delays. Some delays may be because of some demonic forces that can be overcome only by prayer. Some may be because you believed and expected me to do the things you think you needed. But I want to give more than you asked through your faith by giving you greatest miracle. Some delays may be because you may not be prepared for what you are waiting for or asking me in prayer. So if I give it to you immediately, you may lose it. I don't want that to happen, so I will prepare you in a way you will not lose it in your life, ever. So let me tell you, for every delays have a reason. So never stop praying. Hold your faith in me strongly. Type 1111 if you trust God. God is saying to you today, certain things that are happening in your life are preparing you for the blessing that I have for you. You know about David. Before he became the king, he was a shepherd boy. The things that he did at the time of looking after the sheep had only molded him for the things that were going to happen in his life. In the same way, even in your life, all things are happening for a reason and for a purpose. Have faith in me. I have a plan for you. In the right time, I will do it in your life. Share this video if you want blessings from God. God is saying to you today, if it takes longer than expected, don't worry about it. Instead, take that time, not as a situation, but as an opportunity to make yourselves remember how faithful I am even in your waiting. God is saying to you today, stressing will never change anything, but instead of stress, if you start believing your situation will change. When you look into the life of Daniel, when he was thrown into the lion's den, he did not worry or stress about his situation, but instead he started to pray and believe that I will protect him. When you look into the life of Joseph, he was blamed and was punished from accusations that he didn't do. He was sentenced to jail, and that could become a great trouble for him. Even in the midst of that situation, he did not worry or stress about his situation. Instead, he started to pray and also believed in me. When Elijah saw the Cherith Brook gradually drying, instead of stressing or worrying, he started to pray about it and believed that I would provide what he needed. Like that, when you look into the life of Esther, Moses, and David, they all had certain situations happen in their life that might have made them worried or stressed. Donate a super thanks to support our channel. God is saying to you today, when the right time comes, I will open a door for you that will lead you to the best blessing. That blessing will be more than your expectation. When Joseph was in the jail, he had prayed for a way for his release. When he had prayed, I could have given a way to bring him out of jail. But I did not do that, because I had a plan for him to be the governor through interpreting Pharaoh's dream. In the same way, there are certain situations in which just because you think you need a way does not mean that it is the exact place or time for me to give you a way open. Because I have a plan for you, I know where I am leading you. So, don't worry when you do not have a door open, but wait by having faith in me, by remembering that you have a big door ahead with a greater blessing than you expect me to give you. Waiting on me will never waste your life. It will only end up with the blessings which I have for you. Have faith in me. Type 555 if you believe in God. God is saying to you today, before you take a word to your life, or before you follow a culture, make sure that it is against me or not. Make sure that it is there in my word or not. Make sure that it is against my will or not. There are now a lot of things that misguide you. It can be a person or even through social media posts, or even can be a church. So before you take or copy anything, think. This is a warning. Type 888 to claim it. God is saying to you today, sometimes I will lead you through some circumstances in order to teach you and make you realize. When you worry how much more faith you needed in me. Before Peter walked on the water, I knew that when he heard the sound of the storms, he would lose his faith and would fall. Still, I made him walk, in order to teach him and also make him realize how much more faith he needed. In the same way, I will also lead you through certain situations in order to teach you and make you realize how much more faith you need when you worry. For everything, I have a plan. Have faith in me. Share this video if you believe in God. God is saying to you today, read my word and meditate on them. Through that you will hear my voice. Through that you will know my will. Through that you will get to know how much I love you. Through that you will get to know how blessed you are. Through that you will get to know how much of my grace you have in your life. Read it every day. If you do not understand certain portions which you are reading, then pray and read it again. I will help you to understand those. Reading my word 100 or 1,000 times will never waste your time. It will only give you the blessing. Type I want to claim it. God is saying to you today, I will help you to overcome your unbelief. When the man brought his son who was possessed by an impure spirit, he asked if you could please heal his son. When he heard, everything is possible for one who believes, he said, I do believe. Help me to overcome my unbelief. I healed his son, and through the healing, I helped him to overcome his unbelief. In your life, at certain times you may feel worried, stressed. You may wonder whether I am there with you or not, whether I am hearing your prayers or not. Even when you know that for everything I have a plan and I will provide what you need at the right time. Do you know why it is happening like that? It is because of your lack of faith. So let me tell you one thing. Pray when you feel like you are losing your faith in me. I will help you to overcome your unbelief by giving you a miracle or through someone else or through some other ways. Type yes to affirm. God is saying to you today, no matter what you are doing, where you are, or what is happening in your life, when it's time I will bless you with a blessing more than you asked or never thought. You know what happened in the life of David. David was a shepherd boy, but I anointed him as the king. In the same way, I will also bless you. I know your heart. I know your desires. But remember one thing, I know what is best for you. Some of the things you ask I will not give because I have the best thing already planned for you. When Israelites came in front of the Red Sea, they did not even know that the one who took them out of Egypt had a plan long before they reached in front of the Red Sea. In the same way, I have plans for you too. A plan to give you the blessing. A plan to bless you. A plan to open a door when there seems no way. A plan to mold you. A plan to heal you. A plan to bring you close to me. Have faith in me. God is saying to you today, when you lose an opportunity, don't worry about it. Instead, pray about it and have faith in me. When it's time, I will give you what you need in your life. You know about what happened in the life of Joseph. After Joseph said the meaning of the dream of the cupbearer, Joseph said to the cupbearer, "When all goes well with you, remember me and show me kindness. Mention me to Pharaoh and get me out of this prison." But when all the things happened as Joseph said, the cupbearer forgot him. In other words, I made him forget about Joseph because I had another plan for Joseph, a plan to make him in charge of the whole land of Egypt. In the same way, don't get worried when you do not get a job or when you lose something, but instead pray about it and have faith in me. I formed you and sent you to this world, and I will provide you what you need at the right time. So, don't worry when you don't get something. But at that time, remember and believe that I have the best thing for you. Have faith in me. I will provide what you need at the right time. Type 222 to claim it. God is saying to you today, some of the things that you ask to me, you may not get. You know about Peter and his friends. They fished for the whole night. When they did not get the fish, they even prayed about it. You know that I have a plan for everything. A plan to prosper you and to bless you. So instead of worrying or stressing about the situation, start praying about it and also hold you faith strongly in me. Type 555 to claim it. God is saying to you today, for certain things you should need more faith rather than the answers you need, so I can do the impossible by giving you the greatest testimony in your life if you hold your faith strong. You know about the things that have happened in the life of Abraham, Daniel, Joseph, Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego, Daniel, David. Even in the midst of situations, they held their faith in me. They believed I would provide what they needed at the right time. They believed I would protect them. They believed I would never forsake them. They believed if I made a promise, I would do it. They believed I would bless them. They believed I have a plan and a purpose for their life. Through their faith, I have given them the greatest testimony by doing the impossible, which no one ever thought they would get. In the same way, hold your faith in me. You too know that if I do something in your life, it will be because of a greatest plan to fulfill that I have for you in your life. Type 999 to claim it. God is saying to you today, do you know how happy I am when I say you are my child? I am so happy to create you and send you to this world for fulfilling my purpose through your life. Don't think that you are worthless. Don't get depressed by thinking no one loves you or by thinking you are alone. Do you know one thing? You are worth more than anything. That is why I created you. I love you a lot. I am hearing your prayers and seeing the tears you are shedding. When I see your tears, I cry a lot. But even then, what makes me strong is the happiness for the blessing that you are going to get through your tears, which I have planned for you. Trust me, I have a plan for you, which I will fulfill in the right time. And I am so eagerly waiting for the day to see you face to face and to give a kiss on your forehead and to be with you. I love you a lot. I will bless you. Type 222 to claim it. God is saying to you today, I just want you to know that I love you a lot. Nothing can separate you from me. I am always there with you. You can trust me. I will never fail you. I will bless you. I will prosper you. I will guide you. I will always protect you. You know one day you will see me face to face. I am so eagerly waiting for that day. Type 1212 if you believe in Jesus, Lord. God is saying to you today, all things are happening for a reason. Instead of worrying about those, pray about it and thank me by believing in me for the blessings that are coming out of it. Type 1616 if you have faith in Lord. God is saying to you today, look at the birds of the air. They do not sow or reap or store away in barns, and yet I feed them. Look how the wildflowers grow. They don't work hard to make their clothes, and yet I give them what they need. If I am able to give all of them all they need, don't you think you are worth more than them? I will provide what you need, not the things what you think you wish needed, but what you exactly needed. Trust me. Type 1717 to receive it. God is saying to you today, before you think about how there will be a way when there seems no way, remember that long before I had already made a plan for how to give you the way. When Israelites came in front of the Red Sea, they were terrified. Mountains stood on one side, the Red Sea in front of them. They started to grumble against me. They said they would rather be slaves again than die in the desert. But they did not know that the one who led them out of Egypt had a plan long ago, before they had reached in front of the Red Sea. In the same way, in your life, before I formed you, I already planned what should happen in your life, how to lead you towards the blessing. So, have faith in me. Type 2020 if you are ready. God is saying to you today, when a sudden furious storm came up on the lake, the waves started to sweep over the boat. When the disciples saw the storm, even when they knew who was there with them, they lost their faith and started to fear by seeing that storm. In the same way, in your life, even when you know I am with you, and when you walk in faith firmly, there will come some storms to distract you or to make you anxious or doubt over the things that I am already in control. At that time, don't lose your focus from me. Hold on to your faith in me, because the storms will come and go, but I will be with you forever.